Welcome to NSE News. I'm Emma.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Noah. This morning, we will take a closer look at the Lady Braves basketball team, review the happenings of the recent winter dance, and get you a sneak peek into the future as we investigate the school's new one-to-one computer policy.
Good morning. I'm here with Zoe. She plays on the varsity girls basketball team. I'm going to ask her a few questions. How do you think the team has played so far this year?
I think we've been playing pretty well. We're 17-3 right now in the season, and we're doing pretty good.
That's good. How do you feel about the rest of the season?
I think we are going to do pretty well. Right now we have Ashley, who's a big scoring threat, and Catherine and Maddie, who can shoot a bunch of threes. So that should be good, and hopefully we do well in the postseason.
Yeah. What would you like the outcome of this year to be?
Hopefully we do well and advance in sectionals and keep going on to state.
How are you feeling about the postseason?
I think we're going to do well. We are moved to a new sectional, so it's like Owen Valley and Edgewood, teams like that who aren't from around here, so it'll be good to get some new competition.
All right. What would it mean to you to win sectionals this year?
To win sectionals, it would mean a lot because I've never won a sectional for basketball, and as a senior, I think it would just bring a rush of excitement.
That's good. Thanks for coming in today and answering a few questions, Zoe. Back to you, Noah.
Thanks, Sam. That was some exciting news on the basketball team. I hope the Lady Braves dribble their way straight through to regionals. Now with Emma, reporting on the winter dance that happened just a few weeks ago.
Thank you, Noah. On January 4th, 2020, BCHS hosted its annual Winter Formal. I interviewed Addie Krieger, who helped plan the dance. She was able to give me the inside scoop. Student Council went with a theme of sweet memories because they wanted the dance to resemble Candyland. According to Addie, almost 200 tickets were sold. The proceeds from the ticket sales went to Student Council so they can use the money to fund future events. She said that the dance had more participation this year than it has had in years past. Some believe that this is because the dance was moved from its normal date, which used to be in December. Thanks again to Addie Krieger for her sweet recap on the winter dance. On to you, Noah.
Thanks, Emma. Now wasn't that some wonderful news? Now, moving on, I am here today with Mr. Taylor to talk about the one-to-one computers that Brownstown plans on implementing just this upcoming year and is piloting next trimester with the 6th graders. So, Mr. Taylor, tell me, what are one-to-one computers?
Well, first of all, thanks for giving me the opportunity to come in and speak with you and explain some of the things that are going on. But what one-to-one computer initiatives are basically is that you have one computer for every student, which we currently have. So what we're really doing is a change over to having take-home computers. So having those devices available so that they can go home with our students and they have access to them, all evening and on weekends, etc.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so why have you been pushing this so heavily to be implemented? How do you think it will impact the students in their work?
Well, I think it's really important, and there's a lot of things to think about here with leveling the playing field for our students. Not every student has a device at home that they can use, and if by the school supplying them, every student will have access to a device. Now, I know that there's a big push for fiber in the county, so it will have the accessibility, but just so they'll have that device in front of them, so they can look up their assignments. We'll utilize Google Classroom, and already is being utilized quite a bit. But in my mind, it gives every student access to the same things at home, so they can do meaningful work. And another thing that it does, it allows for different types of instruction for our teachers to use. So it gives a student access to videos. They can do things such as flipped classroom and things like that. I think it really helps with instruction. And I'd say another point is in your future, the things almost everything you do is going to involve a device and using it. I think it helps us to prepare all of you for the world you're going to live in.
Okay. Now, what will happen to the Chromebooks nearly every class already has?
Good question. Well, right now, we have more Chromebooks than we have students, but they're not going, they're not going home with all of you. So a lot of those Chromebooks will be taken into. We'll pull them all together, and we'll divide them up, and they'll be some of the ones that are going home. We'll be buying some new computers as well, but the intent is we'll be utilizing those in that to go home with students.
Right. And will the Chromebooks still have the heavy restrictions that are on browsing, extensions, and plugins that they currently have, even while they're not at school?
Well, with those devices being a school device, when it does go home, it will still go through our firewall. Now, you can always, if there's a website or something like that, you can always bring it to the technology director, and we may lift restrictions on things. Especially, there are a lot of things that are locked down, but as teachers and students bring things in and say, hey, this is a site that's really beneficial, it would be nice for if we could access this, then consideration is done and we can lighten some of that up. But yeah, to answer your question, I mean, yes, it'll still go through our firewall, so there will be a lot of restrictions on it as well.
All right. And finally, is there anything else you would like to tell us about the one computers that are coming? Thoughts, exciting details, anything?
I'm really excited about it. I think that it just gives opportunity to students, and it gives our teachers the opportunity to do things in a different manner, and to meet all of the different learning styles of students. We all learn differently. And I think that by having the option to differentiate instruction, it allows us to hit those learning styles of students. So I think that we do a very good job here already, but I think this will even enhance it and make things even better.
Fascinating. All right. Thanks, Mr. Taylor, for the exciting briefing on what's coming to school very soon. That's all for today.
Thank you for your time.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Emma. This has been NSE